Okay, imagine your mind is like a garden. And this book we're looking at today, Santipraptir Jadukathi, it's like a packet of really unusual seeds.
Some familiar, maybe, some quite different.
Exactly. And they could blossom into, new ways of thinking. Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're all about cultivating knowledge from interesting sources.
And today, that source is this new book by Nitai Kumar.
Right. Santipraptir Jadukathi. Let's dig in.
Okay, so this just came out December 6th, 2024, published by ABH Impressions. They're based in Kolkata.
Kolkata. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a pretty substantial book, over 77,000 words. Got an ISBN 978-93-953-55681.
Wow, okay, so a decent size.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the publisher, ABH Impressions, they even list their address, 221A, Benayatollah Lane, Kolkata, plus contact FO, website. There's even a QR code in the book for it.
Oh, that's helpful. So it's very grounded, a real physical thing.
Right. It really anchors the source material for us.
But the reason we're diving in, for you listening, is the sheer mix of ideas inside.
Yeah.
The title itself, Santipraptir Jadukathi.
Oh.
Pen.
Mm-hmm.
What does that translate to again?
It's something like the magic wand of achieving peace.
Okay. Magic wand of achieving peace. So right away, that suggests self-improvement, finding calm, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that definitely seems like a core theme. You find these really aspirational phrases like plain living, high thinking.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
And also, be good and good for the others. This is the whole of religion. Really strong ethical guidance there.
That makes sense with the title. But then, this is where it gets kind of interesting.
Sure.
You also get these really forceful lines like do or die.
Right.
And give me blood, I promise you freedom, which feels like a completely different energy.
It absolutely does. That contrast is, it's quite striking, isn't it?
It makes you wonder, are these meant for different situations? Like personal life versus something bigger, what do you think?
That's a really good question. It might suggest the book isn't just one single viewpoint. Maybe it's more like a collection of tools or ideas for different contexts.
Okay.
Having that call for being good to others right alongside a call for, decisive, maybe even extreme action, it definitely makes you stop and think.
Yeah, it forces you to consider the context. It's
Yep.
not just handing you simple answers.
Not at all. It feels like it's reflecting life's complexities, perhaps.
And speaking of growth, there's this line, expansion is life, contraction is death.
Ah, yes.
That really jumps out, especially for anyone interested in learning and, not getting stuck. It feels very dynamic.
It really does. It frames growth, maybe intellectual growth, personal growth, as essential for vitality.
Yeah.
Staying still is like, the opposite of life, according to this.
It's a powerful metaphor for lifelong learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep expanding your horizons.
Exactly. Don't contract.
Now, the book lays out an acronym, SIMPLE.
Right. SIMPLE.
Okay, so S is for spiritualism.
Mm-hmm. S is for intellect.
Intellect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mental development.
Okay.
Physical development.
Covering mind and body.
Then L for logical sense.
Logical sense. Interesting.
And finally E for emotion.
Wow. Spiritualism, intellect, mental, physical, logical, emotion. That's really comprehensive.
It is, isn't it? What's striking is how holistic it feels. It's not just focusing on your mind or just your body or just your feelings.
It's all interconnected.
Precisely. It suggests that, to really develop fully, you kind of need to pay attention to all these different parts of yourself, a balanced approach.
Like a toolkit for becoming, a more complete person.
That's a good way to put it. And there's another framework, another acronym that builds on this, WATCH.
WATCH. Okay, what does that stand for?
So W is for word.
Word. Okay.
And the book seems to really stress the power of words, how they can build people up or hurt them. It even says kindness in words is better than, giving material things sometimes.
That's profound. How we speak matters immensely.
It really does. And this links into another phrase found in the book, man-making education. It suggests that how we use language, how we communicate, actually shapes who we become.
Right, it's part of our own making. Okay, so W is word. What's next?
A is for action, what we do.
Makes sense. Word, action.
T is for thought, our inner world.
Okay.
C is for character, which seems to follow from the others. Our words, actions, thoughts combine to form our character.
Ah, I see. The outward expression of the inner stuff.
Kind of, yeah. And lastly, H is for heart. Our feelings, our intentions deep down.
Word, action, thought, character, heart. WATCH. How do you see these fitting together? as a process.
Yeah, I think it's presented almost like a pathway for self-cultivation. If you consciously watch these things, your words, actions, thoughts, and nurture your heart, you actively build your character.
So it's about aligning what's inside with what's outside.
That seems to be the implication. It's a very practical framework, really.
It gives you something concrete to focus on. Now, the book also talks about the mind, but from slightly different angles, it seems.
Oh, how so?
Well, there's the statement, you should govern the mind should not govern you.
Okay, that's about self-control, discipline.
Right. But then it also says, mind is not a dustbin to keep anger, hatred, and jealousy, but is the treasure box to keep love, happiness, and sweet memories.
Okay. So one is about control, the other is about curation, choosing what you keep in your mind.
Exactly. Do you see those as fighting each other or working together somehow?
That's a great point. I think there may be complementary. You need that governance, that self-awareness the first quote talks about, in order to make your mind a treasure box like the second quote suggests.
Ah, okay. You use the governing to keep the dustbin items out.
Precisely. It's about actively managing your inner space. And there's another related idea mentioned about achieving natural tranquility.
Natural tranquility.
Yeah, and it seems like that tranquility comes from this process governing the mind, choosing to fill it with the good stuff, love, happiness, sweet memories.
So it's an active process, not just passive hoping for peace.
It appears so. You cultivate it.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Education. The book says something interesting. Education is adjustment.
Education is adjustment.
Huh.
What does that make you think? Is it more than just learning facts?
Oh, definitely. Adjustment suggests. Well, adapting. Maybe it means education is about learning how to integrate new knowledge, how to adjust your understanding of the world based on what you learn.
So it's about changing and growing, not just collecting data.
Yeah, it's dynamic. You adjust to new information, adjust your perspective. It helps you navigate life better.
That connects nicely with another idea in the book. The life-divine harmony. All problems of existence are problems of harmony.
Harmony. That seems key.
It suggests that maybe life's challenges and maybe even learning itself are about finding balance, right? Finding that harmony. I think so. And there's this beautiful phrase that seems to capture that. Rhythm of body, melody of mind, harmony of soul, symphony of life meditation.
Wow, say that again.
Rhythm of body, melody of mind, harmony of soul, symphony of life meditation.
It paints quite a picture. Body, mind, soul, all working together like music.
Exactly. It's suggesting this deep interconnectedness, and perhaps meditation is presented as a way to achieve that inner symphony, that harmony.
That's a very poetic way to put it. Now, one thing that really stands out about this book is just the sheer variety of things mentioned. The references seem all over the place in a way.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, you see, Confessions of St. Augustina.
Okay. Classic spiritual autobiography.
Just the letters LIC. No context given, just LIC.
LIC. Interesting. Could mean anything, really, without more context.
Right. Then there's the phrase cyclonic Hindu.
Cyclonic Hindu, again, very evocative, but what does it mean in this context? Hard to say.
Exactly. And you also get famous quotes like, beauty is truth, truth is beauty.
Keats, usually.
Proofful, our sweetest songs are those that tale of sadist thoughts.
Shelley.
Time and tide wait for none, and no man is an island.
Wow, so from Augustine to English romantic poets to common proverbs, that is quite a mix.
It really is. It suggests the author is drawing inspiration from, well, a very wide net. Philosophy, literature, maybe spirituality.
It certainly points to a broad philosophical scope. It's not narrow at all. Might offer different things to different readers depending on what resonates.
Definitely keeps you on your toes. Now, switching tracks again, there are some very specific, almost practical seeming inclusions.
All right.
For instance, on one page, under heading Prescribed Drugs, it actually lists drug names.
Really? Like what?
Let's see, Sulpatac 50, Trapex 2, and Eliza 10.
Huh. Okay. That's unexpected. Just listed there.
Just listed. We're just noting it as a factual element in the book, obviously not commenting on the drugs themselves.
Understood. Yes, just noting its presence in the source material.
And similarly, there are these lists that look like, well, like university course material.
Course material.
Yeah, textbooks and notebooks for different subjects. It mentions BU, which we think is Burdwan University.
Oh, okay. Burdwan University.
And it lists specific book titles and authors. Things like Social Research, Methods and Technique by Dr. Krishnadas Chattopadhyay and Sudharshana Sen.
Okay, social science.
An Outline of International Relations by Dr. A. Ahmed, Contemporary India. A Security Perspective by Dr. M.D. Moniruddin.
Politics, security studies.
Right. And even things like Fundamentals of Library and Information Science by Dr. Nantu Acharya, Fundamentals of E-Commerce by Dr. Suhabradade.
Wow, very specific.
And get this, Soul Strings, the Art and Essence of Indian and Bengali Music by Sutapa Deh.
Music too. So research methods, international relations, security, library science, e-commerce, music.
It's quite the academic list embedded in there. Again, just noting it's part of the book's content.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting inclusion. It adds another layer to the eclectic nature of the book, doesn't it? Maybe hinting at an academic background or influence.
Could be. It definitely paints a picture of a book pulling from many different areas.
Any varied interests, for sure.
Okay, so as we kind of wrap up our look inside this book, there are these final phrases about silence that feel important.
Ah, yes, the power of silence.
One says, silent isn't empty, but it's full of answers.
Empty but full of answers. That sounds like a paradox.
It does. And then just the phrase, power of silence. What do you take from that pairing?
Well, it loops back nicely to the themes of inner peace and finding wisdom, I think. That paradoxical line, empty but full of answers, maybe highlights that quiet time, introspection. It might feel empty, but that's where insights can actually arise.
Stepping away from the noise lets you hear the answers within.
Something like that. It suggests there's real value, real power in quiet contemplation, not just empty space.
Makes sense. So bringing this all together for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Wow, this deep dive into Santipraptir Jadukathi has shown us a really multifaceted collection of ideas.
It's definitely not straightforward.
No. We've seen guiding principles for living, frameworks like SIMPLE and WATCH for self-improvement, thoughts on managing the mind, the role of education as adjustment, finding harmony.
And that incredibly diverse range of references, from ancient philosophy to modern academic texts, even those specific drug names.
It's quite a tapestry. It seems like a book that could spark a lot of different thoughts depending on who's reading it.
Absolutely. It's a unique mix, and different parts are bound to resonate more strongly with different people. You might find unexpected connections.
So maybe a final thought for you to chew on. The book seems to value both inner work, reflection, and outward action, like that do-or-die idea.
You're right. That tension was interesting.
So considering that, what's maybe one small intentional step you could take today, just today, to nurture both sides a moment of quiet reflection and one purposeful action?
That's a great challenge. Or maybe even just asking yourself, which single idea we talked about from this book actually stood out the most to you right now?
Yeah, what resonated and why?
Spending a little time with that question could be interesting too.
Absolutely. We really encourage you to keep exploring these kinds of ideas, see how they fit to your own journey of learning and, figuring things out.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.